alone in a decent games auto, unlimited miles and unmarked hours ahead, the obligations of day-by-day life begin falling without end. As you move from gulch summits to city entrance ramps to the bolt of a cutting-edge interstate, the opportunity of speed and the clearness of a brain not concentrated but rather discharged influence you to long for it never to end. Flyin Miata's most recent MX5 showstopper, the RF Turbo, or Rufus, as the Model I as of late spent a few hundred miles and is known around the Flyin Miata shop, is an uncommon thing in the realm of resellers exchange tuned autos. It's not extraordinary, it's simply better. That is a bizarre thing to state and merits some clarification, so enable me to try. A fairly restricted arrangement of additional parts takes Mazda's hot MX5 RF hardtop to the maximum, beginning with a turbocharger pack from BBR, accessible in both CARB and government specs. That includes approximately 70 HP and 70 lb-ft of torque to the Miata stock rating of 155 HP and 148 lb-ft. Official dyno figures for the unit are prospective. Next on the overhaul list is Flyin Miata Stage 2 suspension pack, which incorporates Koni dampers, refreshed springs, raised knock stops, and front and back hostile-to-move bars. The organization's Little Big Brake unit, 17 by 8 inch 949 racing 6 UL wheels, raised diffuser, and its new Hush-O-Matic debilitate framework round out the bundle. The Hush-O-Matic enables you to undertaking the wiper controls to open a valve in the fumes way for more liberated stream and louder sound. However, even at maxing out it won't trouble the neighbors much. Add up to cost is $11,000 in addition to establishment on the off chance that you would prefer not to get your hands messy. The outcome is an auto that quickens faster, corners harder and all the more correctly, and stops more dependably than any processing plant issue 4th-gauge Miata, all while protecting the auto's inborn adjust, tossable air, and straight power conveyance. Notwithstanding its significantly bigger execution envelope, a similar love letter to unadulterated, straightforward delight remains. I grabbed the auto in Lancaster, California, not a long way from Willow Springs Raceway, but rather my goal was around 5 hours north by northwest, the yearly Miatas at Mazda Raceway occasion held at memorable Laguna Seca. The course was a decent one, with auxiliary streets taking me through Tehachapi, Bakersfield, Buttonwillow, Coalinga, and King City before at last landing in Monterey. The 314-mile way swelled past 400 as I remembered the best extends, unfit to get enough of Rufus abundance. Just a single minor episode damaged the auto's generally faultless execution, yet it can be discounted to a model particular issue and an ancient rarity of its vehicle. When I lifted it up, the lift controller utilized for tuning was as yet set for the high elevation of Flyin Miata's home base in Grand Junction, Colorado. Running full throttle with an excess of lift implied Rufus 2.0-liter heart basically couldn't supply enough fuel, causing an extreme lurch. An issue FM is taking a shot at with an end goal to additionally open the turbo ND's energy potential. A snappy bit of the lift controller handle in the engine, and I was ready to get it done. 400 miles hung over an entire day of driving can be no picnic for the body in any vehicle, particularly in a little games auto, and more so for my since quite a while ago legged, 6'2" outline. In any case, in spite of the extended periods of time and rougher optional expressways I voyaged, the RF turbo suspension drenched up the knocks and plunges so well I not even once endured the jolting inclination that regularly goes with an overtuned brandish suspension. This is unmistakably an auto that is intended to be driven each day, not some trailer ruler track toy. When we made it to the slopes east of Monterey and the twisted blacktop hung crosswise over them, I was working out what I'd have to pitch to hack up the $11,000 pack cost, in addition to the cost of another RF to hang everything on. Escaping the auto just exacerbated the situation, the RF's regular bends and points sinking normally into the more forceful position featured by the sole red paint occupation and gold wheels. Desire actuating. Unavoidably, my expanded day in the driver's seat of the Flyin Miata RF Turbo needed to end. Luckily, it finished at Mazda Raceway Laguna Seca, where several Miatas of each age and level of change had met for a long few days of track-driven fun. There, I swapped Rufus for an opportunity to grasp a modest bunch of laps in a more track-centered variant of the Turbo Auto, a delicate best MX5 referred to tenderly as Indy. and he had another $8,000 worth of parts started on, notwithstanding the majority of the $11,000 worth likewise attached to Rufus. The updates far beyond the Rufus spec are centered around unwavering quality and power for track obligation and include oil, transmission, and differential coolers, a global MX5 Cup spec transmission with beefier third and fourth apparatuses and new case studs, Virus engineering brake pipes, a hard dog roll bar, and Flyin Miata's Wilwood Stage 2 big brake kit and Fox Stage 2 suspension pack, enhanced spring rates, Fox racing stuns, and FM particular influence bars.